There, Abby. Welcome back to another session of Phoenix Wright, Justice for All. We are up to session number 7. The lucky number. Or so I'm told. Anyway, in the previous session, we concluded, I guess, our initial port session. We have more questions and answers as per the norm. The one thing we don't know is how said murder happened, and the usual getting dodgy testimony, to say the least, to cross-examine. Anyway, we last left off, we finished off our initial court thing, and now we're reinvestigating, I guess, the circus again. We have the usual questionable voice acting, as always, so let's pick up where we left off. Also, I mean, advantage for longer than expected this week, but our else stuff, including some last minute stuff. Anyway, December 29th, 3:03 p.m., Wright and Cold offices. Nick? What is it? I've got a confession to make. I'm terrible at figuring out magic tricks. Magic tricks? Yep, magic tricks are by their very definitions tricks, right? But I can never figure out the tricks when I see them. That's because the tricks are performed by pros. They do it so you can't guess a trick. But the trick Pearly showed me was incredible. Pearls did a magic trick? What kind of trick was it? Let's see. It looked like she pulled the end of her own thumb off. First, she put her right thumb next to her left hand, and then it just disappeared. She could move it up and down and everything. It was incredible. Really? Was it kind of like this? Nani? How'd you do that? Nick, you're like a real magician. See, this is why I just can't figure out magic. I'm no good at it. Especially hard tricks like flying away from the scene of a murder. You'll take all the fun out of magic if you keep trying to figure it out. But yeah, our last thing we left off on last session, the victim somehow flying away from the scene. Like his and or her people needed them, apparently. I don't know. I don't see any way out of this. We're stuck between a rock and a hard place. There's no way we can solve the mystery of a criminal flying by tomorrow. I was thinking, do you really think the criminal flew through the air? The only one who thinks that is Mo, right? He says he saw it. That's true. Mo looked awfully serious when he said that. Do you think he might be trying to frame Max? If that was it, he would have simply said I saw Max. That would have been enough. There's no reason why anyone would believe he flew. But what if the criminal really did fly? There's only one person who could do that. Max. You're really not helping my confidence here, Maya. Everyone seems to hate Max. Ben, Trado, Mo. They all have nothing nice to say. Magician does seem rather full of himself, doesn't he? Especially when he says things like customers only go to the circus to see him. Even hit Ben over the head of a bottle. But what? But that didn't seem enough to frame another person for murder. And if it was proven that neither Ben nor Mo lied on the stand. Maybe Ben saw the remaster wearing Max's costume, but Mo clearly said that he saw Max himself. Out of curiosity, Okay, never mind. I was gonna think the monkey would be like a funny thing. Alright. First things first. I guess let's check up on Max. Oh, my sweeties. You might hurry up and getting me out of this place? Doing our best, Max. Just hang in there. A little while ago, some people from a local TV station came by. And since I'm a famous magician, they said, let's make your very own TV special. Nani? What kind of TV special? Maximilian Galactica, the Great Prison Escape. It'd be aired live. Hey, that sounds like it'd be an awesome special. But if I do the special before I'm acquitted, they'll never let me out of here for real. Well, it would surely be an unnecessary addition to your troubles with the law. That's what I was thinking. But the production staff's already working on the show. Don't get me out quick, I'll have no choice but to stage a real prison break. Seem awfully calm about the possibility. I'd have no choice. It would be a contractual obligation. That's show business. The night of the crime, you didn't happen to fly off into the sky, did you? Here's how everything went down, sweetie. At the time of the murder, I was sitting in the remaster's room. Not to mention, flying off into the sky is not just something I could do at will. I don't care what the stoogy clown says, it wasn't me. Max, do you mind teaching me the trick behind flying? You'll have to forgive me, sweetie. The difference between me and cheap imitation magicians is that I can keep my mouth shut. I don't teach people tricks, but I'll say this much, it's much harder than you think. I was thinking about this in court today. I've got a favor to ask you. Anything for you, sweetie. Be friends with the other performers in a circus? Fabulous. A great joke. I want to be friends with a bunch of hacks like them. But I've won the world stage. I won the International Grand Prix. International's Grand Prix? Performers should always look to perform on the world stage. But the performers at the circus are completely and utterly devoid of ambition. Something I can simply not tolerate. Ambition, huh? Something about what Max just said rings true to our ears. Oh my sweeties want to hear all about the Grand Prix, don't they? To be honest though, I've told this story like 100 times already, so it's a bit boring. Oh, we're sorry to make you tell it again. You must have heard me. We're really sick of telling this story. But what can you do? I'm Maximilian Galactica. I suppose I could tell again. Rada? Here, take a look at this. I just happen to have a picture from the Grand Prix with me. Just look at that fabulous stage. First stage I ever flew on, it flew right over the audience. Crowd erupted into applause. At that time I thought to myself I could die right there and die a happy man. Never forget how I felt that night. The emotions, the acclaim. Wow. By the way, I think everyone who is a performer should get to experience that feeling. I just wish I could explain that to the other people in the circus. Incredible, Max. I want a trophy too. Hey Nick, how about you buy me a trophy? That's not how you earn a trophy, Maya. Hey sweeties, you can have this picture of my triumph. Just make sure you show it to all the members of the circus. Look and learn. That's what you should tell them. Learn how to get thrown in jail. It's a photo of Max's award ceremony. Right, I guess we should actually begin. Yeah, we should just begin proper, I guess. Back to the scene of the crime, I guess. Or thereabouts. Yep. Hear that? It sounds like two people arguing. Alright, let's do it. Are you ready? Yes. Wait. Quit your whining. Just give this a shot already. Alright, let's go. Row your boat. Row your boats. Dot dot dot. What are you doing? Gently down the stream. Come on, you know that. I'm trying my best, but this just isn't gonna work. Do you enjoy saying dumb things? You're gonna have to be on your own someday. You can't handle something as simple as this. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna... Words. What are you gonna do then? Hello Ben. Hello T2 Trial. What are you doing here? Can't you see we're on a secret crash training course? I'm sorry? Secret crash training? Whoa. Yes. Trilo wouldn't give up until I said we'd try out this idea for a new routine. So, gonna try to sing it around for a new ventriloquism act. In a round? You can really do that? It's incredible. See, even they're surprised by the idea. I told you. Not the only ones. You even surprised me with your idea. Once we got a grip on the basics, and it's just a matter of practice. You think so? Oh, I almost forgot. I wanted to get this back to you. Ah, there it is. Now I got this ring back. It's time to take one more shot at Regina. I know I already testified in court today. You want to talk about what we saw, right? Yes. Well, at first we thought it was the old man. Just looking at his walk and how he acted, right, Ben? Huh? Oh yeah, that's right. But then we said hello and didn't we get a reply? Not to mention he was draping those gaudy symbols. What would you have done if he wasn't wearing those symbols? What do you think, Ben? Nani. I would have thought it was the remaster. So this isn't Annie up here. Wonder who they really saw. I was hoping I can ask you about Regina. I'm completely serious about her. That's why I'm waiting for her even now. Really? That's so sweet. But if you really wanted to see Regina, shouldn't you check out the tent? You haven't got a clue about things, do you, sweetheart? Okay? Waiting like this is part of being in love. How so? If you had a clue, you would know that waiting is such sweet, wonderful torture. When your body aches for your partner's love, that's one of the best parts. Yeah, I knew that. Oh man, she's so red and she looks like a vine-ripe tomato. So, how is this new routine working out? We two just take a chill pill already. Our routines are secret. We're gonna take the materialism world by storm. It'll be a real revolution. Sounds incredible. But let me make one thing clear. We're not gonna take on the road just because that jerk said we should. That jerk? That Mask Galactica. Performer should aim for the world. Who does he think he is? Trelly seemed to be really fired fired up about all this. He needs to realize he isn't the only one who could conquer the world stage. You're right, you're right. Mark my words, I, Triloquist, will win the Grand Prix. You're the man now, Tell. Row your boat. Will be a key to a glorious victory. Not to rain a parade, but would a more mature song be best? You gotta start somewhere, right? Don't screw this up. You gotta be a part of this too. Also says that you're first. Congrats. Curiosity. Would you mind taking a look at this? It's... Okay, never mind. I think Rebel probably would be first, but he's probably doing the... I think he's probably doing a cargo delivery, that's why he's not here today. I mean, I also was alive yesterday and I was supposed to be, but... IRL stuff. Oh, okay, so I can't eat stuff in your face. Oh no, it just looks like we gave the ring back, so I guess I have nothing to eat. Alright, fair enough. Back to the scene of the crime. For realsies this time. Oh, it's you two. You look like you just got hit by a truck. Shouldn't you get some rest? I'm taking a rest right now, pal. I've been listening to some crazy clown's life story. Miss Von Karma told me to come down here and do this for her. Man, I figured as much. Now, let me tell you something, pal. Listening to that old clown sucks all your energy. Every time he's done talking, he looks like words. Every time he's done talking, he looks at you like he should be doing something. I think he's waiting for you to laugh at his jokes. I know that, pal. Do you have an idea how much your face hurts if you fake laughing that much? Man, Francisca really set you up bad this time, didn't she? If you ask me, she should be listening to Mo herself. No way, pal. You're not gonna get me to back by a woman with a whip. No way. Why are you defending her? Prosecutor Von Karma's always got her eyes on us. Every time we definitely don't want her to show up. Poof, there she is. Don't show up, don't show up, don't show up, don't show up, don't show up. Yeah, it looks like she's running them up really tight. She's directly above us as we speak. Nani? How is that possible? According to the clown, the culprit jumped from here and disappeared into the sky. If that's what happened, it means the killer passed right by this window, pal. Oh, I see. Who lives in that room behind the window up there? The acrobat's got his room up on the third floor, it seems. Pretty soon Miss Von Karma is going to start an investigation up there. So don't get any ideas of going to the acrobat's room. Got it, pal? Francisca Von Karma. When she's done with her investigation, I think I'll go up there and check it out. Understood. For now, continue our investigation, I guess. Besides going to the acrobat's room. Most out here. If he was here, you would have been able to tell him before he stepped into this room. I'm sure you would have heard him laughing anyway. What do you think he's? What do you think he is laughing at when he's all by himself? I always thought he was just like taking up the jokes. Let's really love his work. I'm assuming it's the same cell, probably, right? Professional sleepwear. I mean, I guess you're not wrong. Actually, the costume rooms. Oh, almost forgot. What is it now? You better want me to try one of those things on. I was thinking of starting a costume collection myself. I'll call it World Spirit Channels. We can display it in our office. As in our office, as soon as you start paying the bills, you can say that. And look at the ceiling. It's like someone punched a hole in it. Right. Wonder what happened. I don't want to imagine what goes on here. I mean, I don't see anything new, so I'm just gonna move on, I guess. It seems like the important thing is what Francisco's investigating, which is the acrobat's room. Alright, back to the big top. Yeah. Where's Regina? I don't know. But if she's with that tagger, I don't want to find out. Just hurry up and get out of here. Nick, you're kind of a chicken, aren't you? No, I'm allergic to dying. I mean, allergic to wild tigers. Understood. Yeah, right. Welcome to the wonderful, the fabulous, the cafeteria. He's in an awfully good mood. Alright, you know what time it is. Riddle time. Why does everyone cry when he eats Mexican pizza? Come on, you can answer this. It's easy. Also, balled your second. Congrats. Because cafeteria Mexican pizza is possibly a weapon of bowel destruction. As I'm told to hydrate. No, but I do realize I rehydrated the wrong part of my throat. Right. Wrong. Try again. Okay. Okay, what do you think, girlie? I've got it. Okay, what's your answer? Because they're in the cafeteria eye. Exactly. It's an incredible sad place, that cafe. I did it. What's going on? He's being too nice. Today's been a really crazy day, hasn't it? You're telling me. I didn't think it was gonna be this tough. Tough? Yeah, it was a tough crowd. That's what you call a crowd that refuses to laugh. For instance, it was such a tough crowd this morning I had to smash watermelons. Yeah. I told them all a great story and even greater jokes, but no one even busted out laughing. Even used to feign no shoes, no shirt, no service joke? Exactly. How can you not laugh at sudden comedy like that? Are you 100% sure about your testimony today? I saw what I saw, I swear. That creep just threw to the air. It wasn't exactly flying per se, it was more like floating. The silhouette in his face made positive as Max. don't see a Cyclops, so we best be telling the truth. Alright, that reminds me. Not that picture. He showed it to you guys too. And Nani seen it as well? Well, you know what they say about Maximilian Kadatka. He really gets around. Oh, yeah. He didn't just show me the picture. What do you mean? He showed me his best too. I tell you, that thing is enormous. It's in the picture, I think. He made us worship it every day. He made us bow to his greatness. He's got a big best. I wouldn't mind hearing more about Max's best. Not that I'm into that sort of thing. I'm assuming they mean the trophy, but sure. Other than innuendos. Max's best should be on a small table over there. There's nothing over there. Really? Oh, yeah. Where was it? I'd say about 5 days ago, all of a sudden, the best disappeared. Could be an actual bus. If Rebel was here, I know he would immediately do the busing thing, but the busing Saddler, but that's not that type of bus either. It disappeared? If you want to see it, there's a photo on the bulletin board over there. Max just had to put the picture up. This thing's really cool. Nick, I want someone to make a bust of me. Sure, as long as I'm not paying for it. Aww. Bustin'. Bustin'. That's the thing spelled. Max G Best. The brown's actually taken from the cafeteria before the crime. Is there anything else that's changed about this place? Nope, nothing changed that I can see. I wonder if he's actually thinking about this or if he's setting up a bad joke. Nope, I'm drawing a blank here. A quiet most good bone in my book. I guess there really aren't any other things that have changed, huh? Well, there's just one teensy tiny thing that does seem different. Tell us. Well, on the morning of the crime over on the bulletin board, this piece of paper was posted front and center. Piece of paper? It's torn, so I don't know what it said, but I could see its title. Yikes. It says, to the murderer. Murder? Yep, that's what it says, but the rest of it has been ripped off. And I don't know who posted it. Did you find this? The morning before the murder? Before the murder? Yes, the ringmaster was killed the night after this paper was discovered. I wonder what posted this thing. A note that was posted in the cafeteria on the day of the crime, then torn, states to the murder. Nick, I think you better follow up on this important lead. Can I eat this in your face? That's around when Max clunked Ben over the head. Sorry, I hadn't remembered it till now. It was torn down before anyone really paid any attention to it. So you don't know what's written on it, do you? Unfortunately, I don't. But I bet you they would know. Where are they? Max and Ben. They were here for me that morning. Okay, we got intel at least. What about here, since we haven't been here, well, today? Max and the Ringmaster had their talk in this room. It could have been when the Ringmaster put on Max's costume and went outside. Why did he do that anyway? Was he really that cold or something? The table used when visitors came to visit him. Hell, there's my cakes on the table still. So a terrible matter, supposed to put their shoes up on the table. Nick, don't even think about providing reenactment for me. Wasn't. How good do you think I am anyway? I mean, this is still the total whatever is in that pocket is still suspicious, but the game said no yesterday. And the game's still saying no, so okay. Right, can I eat this in your face? Am I taking a look at this? Oh, same scene. Okay, never mind. Okay, can I eat this in your face? Do you know anything about this note? The morning of the murder was posted on a wall in the cafeteria. I do know all about the note. When I read it, my heart certainly skipped a beat. Your heart skipped a beat? While I was enjoying my morning tea, the remastering company entered the room. And company? I guess it really wasn't a company. It was just a remaster of my sweetie pie. When the remaster read the note, he turned incredibly bright red. All of a sudden, he tore it off the wall and shoved it into the pocket of his tailcoat. Really? Out of curiosity, what in the world was written on that thing? Let's see. Oh, I don't want to steal the fun from my sweeties. Go and find out on your own. I'm sure you can find it somewhere. You might also want to ask my sweetie pie princess. Oh. Alright, never mind. Okay, I guess now we have the intent to check that tailcoat out. Hey, do you see that? There's a scrap of paper shoved into the pocket of the tailcoat. You know, I get a feeling I know what this is. What that is. I bet that's the other half of the note that Mo gave us. Let's hurry and check this thing out, Nick. I knew it. It fits perfectly with the other piece. Just say. To the murderer, I have conclusive evidence of what took place. Meet me at 10 p.m. tonight at the Lodging House Plaza. Tonight at 10 p.m.? That's when the murder took place. Now we need to find out who called out the remaster. There are any outs on this note? To the murder, you haven't forgotten what happened 6 months ago, have you? Have conclusive evidence. Okay, noted. Something's still out of place in this area. There you go, she's back. Ain't that a gumshoe? I'm sure you did a good job as usual. Well, I'm done with the investigation in Acrobat. Finally. But with Miss Von Karma... Nick, what's that beeping sound? It's Miss Von Karma. Nani? Every time I hear that sound, she's usually not very far behind. Some kind of pager or something? If you don't mind, pal, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here quick. See ya, pal. I didn't know that Gumshoe could run that fast, or so much for being a flatfoot. Never seen a grown man so afraid of a girl still in her teens. Well, let's go inside. It's freezing out here. The wind is biting his ow. As biting his lashes from a whip. Von Karma? She really did appear. It was a real battle today in court, wasn't it, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Did you have to jump out and scare us like that? What can I do for you? Tomorrow will be the day my dreams finally come true. You mean the story might be at your hand making the international news? National news? You possess such a small sense of scale. The global news, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Your miserable plight will be known internationally. I think she might be overestimating the importance of a win by just a smidge. Oh, we can actually talk to you. You know what? Sure. Miss Von Karma, it appears you got your hands into something big, huh? Amazing you picked up on that much. Anyone could. You couldn't hide that look of victory with 10 paper bags on your head. I've got conclusive evidence and a conclusive witness. Needed more hints? A conclusive witness? You must be an acrobat, right? I'm putting in the sun's friend to be called as a witness as we speak. It's the final nail in your coffin, Mr. Phoenix, right? Yeah. I get it ready. You want to beat and destroy me. Worry about it later. Gotta try and find more information myself. Why do you keep giving Nick the evil eye, Baka? It doesn't matter if he proves the defendant guilty tomorrow. Nothing will be able to bring your dad back. My dad? You must mean the esteemed Manfred Von Karma. Of course, your dad. I know you miss him. Enough out of you. One more word and you'll get a mouthful of whip. Now, when did I ever bring up my papa's name in this, or any conversation? Yeah? Then, what's this revenge thing you're talking about? You won't understand, Mr. Phoenix, right? I have to see him again. One more time. Him? I'm sure you know to whom I refer. Miles Edgeworth. Nani? Edgeworth? Mr. Edgeworth? Miles Edgeworth? Okay, I'm intrigued. Miles Edgeworth? Why would you even bring him up? You haven't forgotten, have you? Do you know who it was that trained the gifted prosecutor Miles Edgeworth? Eh? Manfred Von Karma? Exactly right. It was my papa. That means that Edgeworth was... right again. Miles was like a little brother to me. Nani? A little brother, but Edgeworth and Nick are the same age. Edgeworth. The man who inspired me to become an attorney. I fought against him in a few cases. But a little after that case was over, he vanished. It's your fault he's gone. Huh? It's the truth, isn't it, Mr. Phoenix Wright? And Nick, what does she mean? Edward's death? I mean, I know he vanished, but he died? Edward was never quite the same after that case, and then with the case after that one. He never set foot into court again. And then one day he just vanished. All he left was a simple note at the prosecutor's office. Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth chooses death. That was 1 year ago. It was a few months after he left to go back home. Mr. Edgeworth? He's dead? I don't believe it. He's still alive, I'm sure of it. Somewhere in this world, he's still alive. Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth chooses death? Of course he did. You ruined his reputation as a prosecutor. You effectively killed the prosecutor in him. Just like your victory muddied the honorable name von Karma. I'm gonna find him, and then I'm gonna teach him his rightful place with my own two hands. Nick? About it, Mr. Edgeworth? I already told you this once. Don't make me do it again. Don't bring up his name in front of me, okay? Nick? This is von Karma. Nani? I don't know if you're God's gift to prosecutors or not, but I've had about enough of you. Him too. What in the world happened? This dog's all bark and no bite. He's already been defeated. Regardless, I have nothing to inform you two of today. Tomorrow will be the greatest courtroom battle this country's ever seen. Hey, Nick? Let's go. We need to talk to the foreman on the 3rd floor. I'm sorry I brought it up, Nick. And the intrigue continues. Also, not what I was expecting. I'm assuming the acrobat to be. Interesting. You must be Phoenix Wright. Yes. Nice to meet you. I'm Ken Dingling. But here at the circus, everyone just calls me Acro. Mr. Acro? How do you know my name? The detective told me. He said he'd definitely show up here. Acro, you're a member of the circus as well? That's right. I mainly perform on a tightrope or the flying trapeze. Nowadays, all I perform is my wheelchair. I'm still not sure what voice again, so I'm just sticking to what. I'm just improvising as we go. Acro, why did you join the circus? When I was a kid, parents failed miserably at business. Then one night they decided to run away from it all without me. The only person who was willing to take my parents' place was the remaster. The remaster took such incredible care of me. He was truly a lifesaver. See, the remaster was truly a saint. He was. That's why I decided to do something very important. I decided that I would devote my entire life to finding a way to repay him. Now, like someone else repaid for all the good in his life. It's such a shame. Sometimes I think that he was almost too kind. Perhaps he was too kind to his reformers. Perhaps he was too kind to his daughter. What if he spoiled Regina? Regina's so cute. She's truly a princess. Truly a princess. Are you sure it's a good thing? Do I detect a hint of a grudge against Regina? I'm sorry to ask, but why are you in a wheelchair? The nurse, my legs were badly damaged. And he can't walk now. I can't even stand now. And since I live on the 3rd floor, I can't even leave this building by myself. Man, that's awful. The accident happened during an acrobatic session, right? Cyclops. It didn't seem like Akko's injuries and acrobatics were acrobatic in nature. What's on your mind, Mr. Wright? Well, exactly when were you injured? It's almost been 6 months since I was hurt. I injured my legs during practice. 6 months ago? Wonder what went on the circus then? I have ideas, but let's just ask questions first. I stopped by yesterday and noticed you weren't in your room. I was at the hospital all day yesterday. So you went there for rehabilitation? What about the murder? Of course I knew about it. I spoke with the police before they allowed me to go to the hospital. Before I got the call from the prosecutor, I was convinced it was all a dream. And Nani? I just couldn't believe it when I saw what I saw. What you saw? Yeah, it sounds really ominous. What did you see, Acro? That night, I was in bed sleeping when I heard a huge sound coming from below my window. I see. The scene of the crime was right below your window. That's when I looked out the window. What did you see? It was flying straight up into the air. He? Maximilian Galactica. And Nani? That's what I thought he'd say. You're absolutely positive it was Max you saw flying? I am absolutely sure. There's no doubt in my mind. And Nick. Out of curiosity. Maximilian Galactica, right? You'll have to forgive me, but I try not to think about him. What's this? That's what we want to know. It was posted in the cafeteria this morning before the murder. In the cafeteria? Happening. Silent looks incredibly serious. If it's got something to do with her, then you should go straight to the source. Her? Regina, ask her about it. Okay, I'll bite. What's your in Bo's room now? I'm just gonna assume whatever I have, I don't have the evidence to prove just yet. I'd rather see what Regina has to say first. Oh, sorry, curiosity. Oh, never mind. Back to the circus. Well, the big top. No. I got a bad feeling about this. Hey, Nick. Wonderful. Today's special must be filled with Phoenix. Stay, heal. Oh, Maya, Nick, it's you guys. I'm sorry. I guess I made a mistake. Mistake? Yeah, a little one. I was thinking of teaching whether Prime was out there lesson. But I was expecting more of a monkey than a human. A monkey? It's a pity about what happened to the ringmaster. And Dad? Everyone loved him, didn't they? He must have been quite a man. He was. I love my dad so much. I to say, but she doesn't seem all that broken up about her father. That's why I feel so lonely. And I won't be able to see him for a while. For a while? Yeah. When Leon died, I talked to my dad. He told me that when someone dies, they just become a star in the heavens. A star? That means my dad's looking down on me from the sky. That's why I love the night so much. I can see everyone who's gone. Someone dies, they just become a star in heaven. That's kind of sweet. But I bet there's no way Maya believes that. What do you mean there's no way I believe that, Baka? Do you think that one day I'll be a star too? Of course. You really think so? Yeah, you will, I think. I got a feeling everyone's doing great up there in the sky. Everything's alright with Regina. Oh. I see to hydrate. Just to go back and clear something up, why'd you want to teach Money a lesson? Because he's a meanie. He's got something that means a lot to me. Something that means a lot to you? It must be something shiny, right? Actually, it's a stage costume. It's got lots of spangles. It's really beautiful. You should see it. We should. When the costume gets hit by the spotlight, it dazzles. Hey, Mr. Attorney. Nani? If you saw a monkey, you'd give my costume back from me, wouldn't you? It's really important to me. But thou must. Sure. Leave it all to us. I guess there's no turning down that request. You're really gonna do it? Okay, but first... I guess, but first, what Acro wants us to show. Regina, have you ever seen this before? I know what this is. Really? Well, it was in my pocket for a while. It was in your pocket? That piece of paper was in your pocket? I guess I noticed it was in there around breakfast time. Breakfast time? Yeah, I always take Acro to his breakfast in the morning. That's when I also take out the trash in this room. Then I go to the cafeteria and eat my own breakfast. That's when you realized the piece of paper was in your pocket? Yep, but since I'm not a murderer, I just figured it belonged to someone else's pocket. And then what? I wondered if the person who lost it was in trouble, so... You didn't put in a balloon support in the cafeteria, did you? I did. I stuck it up there. How'd you know? So it was Regina who put it up there? When did this happen? The morning of the murder, I think. Well, that explains a lot. I wonder who wrote this. Okay, so the note was in Regina's pocket. She put it up on the bulletin board. Who the heck tore it in half then? But either way, it's updated. He just hasn't caused me nothing but trouble, that cute little monkey. But don't you think using a tiger to scare him was a bit much? Uh-huh. What's that? Do you really have the accent? It's dangerous to use a tiger for that kind of thing. It's not dangerous at all. Regina's just a little kitten. I've seen plenty of kittens, and that's definitely no kitten. Because I forget I can show pictures. Curiosity. That's Acro. Is he in his room today? Yeah, yes. We just came back from a meeting with him. I hope his legs get better soon. Acro's so incredible, especially on the trapeze. The trapeze is that enormous swing hanging from the top of the tent, right? Yep, that's it. I really want to see him up there again. Acro the acrobat. Strange. Acro doesn't seem to have very many nice things to say about Regina. But Regina seems to like Acro just fine. Oh, that's all she wrote, I guess. Something smells fantastic. So we know it can't be Mo. Wait, I know what it is. It's burgers. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the Bistro de Sake, aka the cafeteria. It smells so good in here. And those burgers look great. She's drooling like she's some kind of praise burger monster. My burgers are the best. Juicy meat, toasted buns, special sauce. They're absolutely irresistible. Anyone would have hanged me for a burger. One bite will send you into hamburger heaven. I bet. I can tell by the smell. I'm getting angry too. These burgers must have some kind of special powers. Now that the remaster's gone, what are you gonna do? That's all I thought about the past few days. Everyone loved Russell. You've heard Echo's story, haven't you? Like how he's adopted when he was younger? He's calmed down a bit now, but he was livid when he heard about the murder. Echo was so upset that he couldn't go on. He was that upset? Yes, he was. Anyway, I gave it some thought. Maybe I should give up and try to be a half-baked clown. I've been thinking of trying on the remastered shoes. Nani? Really? Max would still be an issue though. Max? He may be a bit mean and hard to work with, but it's hard to argue his importance. He's probably the reason the circus is still around. A lot of what he says, right? No. Oh, this time is to see if everyone can get over the tragedy. You know. Tragedy, you know. What's he talking about? Get over what tragedy, Mo? Yeah. Don't worry about it. It's nothing. Nothing at all. Must mean a tragic death of the remaster, right? Yes, that's it. You're right, girlie. Dang, correcto mundo. Doesn't it mean ding? Mo, I mean no disrespect here, but are you lying to us? No, not at all. What makes you think that? Just the way he said if Aaron get over that tragedy seems a bit strange. It sounded like you were talking about something from a long time ago. Well, I'm right, aren't I? So now we're getting closer to the truth. Well, at least it's one less Cyclock than Acros, I guess. It was about 6 months ago. It was just a little accident. Give us a break. Us all men have accidents. I wear big pants for a reason. 6 months ago, huh? Okay, we'll come back to that later. I should wait. Let's see here. To the murderer. That's far from polite. Where'd you find the rest of the snow anyway? Maybe best way to tell Mo where we found it. Man, don't worry about it, Mo. If I didn't have to worry about it, you should have shown it to me. Okay. Can I show you this, or are you just not interested? Okay, you're not interested. They must have taken Max in for questioning again. There really isn't anything we need to ask him right now anyway. You're right, I guess. Alright, let's go then. Okay. Just saying about missing anything. I guess I'm like talking to you. Actually, no. That's what we want to know. Oh, right in. Then you guys seriously told us to talk to Regina, right? Regina. She's cool, isn't she? And can you believe such a cute girl as an animal tamer? Seems animals are not the only thing she tames. Nani? Max, the Remaster, Ben. She's got them all under her thumb. What do you mean by that? Maybe I went a bit overboard. It's just Regina's innocence. She was incredibly sheltered as a child. I'd say it seems that way. That's why she can be so cruel. Nani? Regina is just like the animals she claims to tame. She's innocent, thus she can be cruel. I wonder what happened between Akko and Regina. Ringmaster, it was even more than a father to me. When he took me in, the circus was in bad shape. It was obvious he had no real way of supporting us. What does he mean by us? Is that when he started the acrobatics? Back then I was only 9 years old. I begged the remaster to let me try and he finally gave in. Having a kid in the circus is probably the last thing in the world he wanted. I just wanted to be helpful so I can help the remaster. Such a nice story. The remaster really believed in Mel. 100%. What happened to the circus now that the remaster's gone? The beginning of the lowest curls era, I suppose. But if it really is alright to let Mel run the show. Mr. Wright, you don't know much about Mel, I suspect. You can see right through me. Oh, Nick, you can't let him get to you like that. You're an attorney. Can't believe what happened to the remaster. Such a wonderful man. What a pity. I have no clue what to do with my life now. Sorry. The circus meant everything to me. But don't worry about me. There are still things I have left to do in this world. You want to know about Max? Well, his colleagues in the circus all seem to hate him. What about you, Akko? I got my issues with him as well. But he just also happens to have a diamond shining in his soul. Diamond shining in his soul? I guess you could say it's his pride as a performer. We didn't have that pride in ourselves before Max arrived. Honestly, I think he brought something wonderful to this circus when he came. Akko? This guy's really different from the other members of the circus. I was hoping you could shed some light on Ben. Well, he'll always be here. And as long as he's here, he really can only continue to be a ventriloquist. Whether that's a good thing for him or not, I'm afraid I can't really say. You remind me, you're just like this prosecutor. Nani? You and the prosecutor have the same glint in your eyes. You're joking, right? You think I'm like that whip-carrying demon? No need to get so hostile about it. You may view things from very different perspectives for now. But you both see the world through the same color-tinted glasses. I know because when I look at people, their eyes are the only things I can believe in. They can miss von karma, huh? Okay. Well, we got some info, but I imagine we need to crack some psych locks right about now. Right about now, and I guess. Oh, orders more. Most out here. What's that though? I hear something. Stop it, Nick. You're scaring me. Oh, it's a monkey. Nick, it's money. That monkey's holding something. That's it. That's the thing that means a lot to Regina, remember? Alright. Time to take the monkey attorneys to hell. Ook. X. Oh, I tried to have a monkey-to-monkey talk with him. I really did. Nick, you... I swiped her while Money was distracted. Wow, you really are on the ball today, Nick. Let me see it, let me see it. Yeah, you can see it just fine from where you're at. You know what I mean, Baka? I really want to try Regina's costume. Maybe then they'll take you in at the circus. I can get some peace and quiet. Yeah? What's the matter now? It doesn't fit me at all. I don't know, I guess it's time for you to lay out the burgers. Not to mention, it doesn't look like something any girl I know would actually wear. It's a stage costume. It's the shiny spangled vest. It's not my size at all. But can I examine it? No. The answer is no. You know what? Curiosity. I doubt this means anything, but just in case. Before I head back to, I guess, give this back to Regina. Yeah, never mind. Fine, here you go. Now, here you go, Regina. Thank you. You really got it back for me? Don't mention it. That'll be Mr. Attorney. It's nothing. No wonder guys melting blush in front of this girl. Hey, Regina. That costume's yours, right? I tried it on, but it didn't fit me. No, this costume isn't mine. It was Leon's. Leon's? You know, the line she told us about. Oh, the one that someone killed? Leon, he was killed, wasn't he? That's right. My dad killed him. Why? Well, Leon did something really bad during practice. During practice? Leon was sitting down and he opened his mouth, you know. Why? Usually when he did that, I would put my mouth into his head. Words. Usually when he did that, I would put my mouth into my head into his mouth. Wait, you tried to put your head into a lion's mouth? I sure did. People in the crowd always loved seeing me do that. They always start screaming. You sure they were screaming because they loved seeing you do that? Anyways, Anyways, what was the bad thing? Yeah, Leon bit someone during that practice. Regina, everything was alright though, right? No, wasn't alright. The problem, my dad was incredibly angry. And that's when Leon... Yeah, that's when he became a star in the sky. Poor thing. Leon the Animal Show's lion. Shot by the remaster 6 months ago for Body Performer. I can start to connect the dots now. Right, I can make an assumption, I guess. No, not about that. No, I meant to go to Mo. Which means power of save and load because Spirit Lock's hurt. And I'm not sure if my attorney points refresh or not between if my attorney points refresh, and I remember them being really low from things past me have done. I think he had 2 Cyclops, right? Yeah. Get over it. Mo, tell us what happened 6 months ago. What in the world went on at the circus? Okay. There's no need to look so scary when you ask me. Hey, look at over there. Some juicy burgers. Let's eat instead. Unfortunately, I'm more of a grilled chicken sandwich by myself. Oh. Actually, I'm kinda got an idea of what happened back then. Mo, you said something about an accident? Take that. Also, my points did not regenerate between stuff, so I really do have to use power save and load because my points. I heard a little bit about it from Regina. Leon made a mistake during the practice, right? How did you? I told him so many times. Shouldn't be doing such dangerous acts. Like putting your head inside Leon's mouth, right? Yeah, but Regina believed in Leon. She believed so strongly that the remaster went along. He never could say no to her. Out of curiosity, who was bitten? No, don't climb up on me now. Who did Leon bite on the head? Oh, yeah. Well, promise I wouldn't say anything. Promised. He's involved in this too. I have an idea. Oh, no, Jesus, if I'm wrong, I really do have to load because that would take all my points. Take that. It must have been Echo, right? How did you know? Don't worry about that, Mo. Getting to the bottom of this accident may help solve what happened to the remaster. No way. I need to know the truth about what happened to Russell. Tell me what you know. Sorry, Acro. Well, at least I'm no longer in danger of losing to attorney points. Just like you said, you know, the accident. Did someone die? No, but would have probably been better if he had. Nani? How would that have been better? Still alive. But when he got bit, he suffered massive brain damage. He'll never recover from that coma he's in. Coma? All he does now is lie in his bed at the hospital. That's all he's ever gonna be able to do. Man, I got heavy fast. I see. How is he related to Acro? He's his brother. Nani? The person who got bit was Acro's brother. Brother? They were an acrobat team of brothers. Oh. Yeah, real clever game. I mean, it's better than ventriloquist, but that's not going to be that clever. Acro and Bat. New nicknames, I thought. Anyway, they were an incredible team. Cut down together into Prime. Who is Acro's younger brother? Seen, Sean Dingling, but everyone's always called him Bat. He fell in love with Regina. Trying to win her love was his downfall. Everyone seems to fall in love with Regina. 6 months ago, while we were practicing, all of a sudden, Bat blurts out, "Let me perform Leon." How do you do that? I don't know. That's what caused the accident. I'll never forget that moment. It was so strange. Leon had the weirdest look on his face. He was smiling. You mean Leon? Yes. Leon, when he was biting down, he was smiling. Ugh. Some sick grin. No way, it's impossible. Smirking lion, a flying murder. Why does it seem that it's always Mo who catches all these incredible events? And Nick, can lions smile? We never told the police about the incident. The circus had been shut down if we had. Next day, the remaster took Leon out and shot him with a rifle. That's what really happened. Well, you guys were so serious. What are you supposed to do? I had to tell you. Well, this truthfulness has put me in the mood for a burger. Here, eat you guys some pepper. Shaka, 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 shaka. There he goes again, acting like his normal crazy self. Nice, what a wonderful sneeze. Huh? You think so? Seeds of pepper and step on a banana peel. That's basic clownmanship. Really? I know you gotta understand that. Nick, I think I make a good clown. Better than Regina, I've never seen a cuter sneezer. Does Regina sneeze with pepper too? She does. Bat would always tease her with pepper. Bat. From my point of view, those two always look so perfect together. They look perfect together, huh? Now. Okay, you don't know about the monkey. Got it. Now. I thought it was just like a nothing because he didn't react at all. Today I've started to understand what he's always going on about. Did I read this before or have I not? No. Well, I'm not sure if I can explain it all that well just yet. Just when you think it's impossible, Mo flashes a glimpse of maturity. Okay, never mind. Understood. Okay, well I have to. Yeah, I figured as much as pictures of the thing. Although she's only 4 years apart, yeah. Okay, you won't tell me about that person. Got it. I imagine I know who probably will. And it's not you, unfortunately. Oh, Mr. Wright. Back again, I see. Well, he did say I'd be back. Wait, or was that someone else? Well, we're back because Ack was hiding why his legs were injured. He was hurt in the accident 6 months ago. It would seem that he knows what we know. Well, looks like you got things you want to talk about, so fire away. Now. Alright, well, either way, I'm gonna say before I proceed to figure this out. About the wheelchair. I have to ask you, how were you injured? Sorry, I thought we talked about this. It was an accident that happened during practice. An accident during practice? Yes. Unfortunately, acrobats are prone to all sorts of injuries. It's lying. If that was a real cause, he'd have no reason to keep a secret. Tell me to ask. Take that. Leon. 6 months ago, you were attacked by the lion. That's when you were injured. Now I'm on the right track. I just need to keep going. You're saying that I was attacked by a lion? That's what I'm saying. I'm sorry, Mr. Wright, but I'm an acrobat. I'm no animal tamer. If a lion was coming at me, I'd be running for the exit. Okay, maybe attacked is not the best word to be using. So let me rephrase that as battled the lion. Seem to enjoy telling jokes. Why would I decide to battle a lion? Because you had to fight, you had to fight to save someone. Take that. Bat. It was a shame what happened to your brother 6 months ago. You tried to save him, didn't you? And that's how you got that terrible injury. Mo. He must have told you. Yeah, we learned about Bat from Mo. But he didn't mention anything about you in regards to the accident. I suppose it was just a slip of the tongue on his part. That's how I figured it out. Slip of the tongue? Cut down together. That was where he slipped, and that's how I figured it out. You two ended up at the center of the same accident, together, like always. I see. But an accident is an accident. It wasn't anyone's fault. I haven't broken the last Acro's last psych lock. This must be one incredibly deep-seated secret. It wasn't anyone's fault. Do you care to explain more? Acro, I know you're still hiding something from me. Maybe someone you don't seem to like much as... I mean, the only thing I could think of is... stats? Question mark? I mean, I'm still sus about this, but... I'm starting to get an inkling of an idea. And my initial thoughts were probably way off about who the real person is at this point then, if that's the case. Gina? You always seem calm and collected until you start talking about her. Saying things like she's cruel. Yeah, it's not so much morning for me, but really late at night because time zones. Anyway, hopefully your morning's going well. Well done, Mr. Attorney. You got quite a set of eagle eyes. You know, her tiger tried to attack me. Regent tried to attack you? Twice. He wasn't serious, I'm sure. You're not trying to say that I believe she spurred on Leon to attack Bat, are you? Leon was never taught a command to attack people. Oh, you're in the UK. Well, good morning. Good morning, in that case. Regina isn't capable of doing anything like that. Besides, Regina had no reason to want to hurt my little brother. Regina and Bab were such good friends back then. But you still hate Regina. I've got proof of it. What are you talking about? Hey, maybe I overdid it again. But if I can hand something over to Acro, maybe I'll... Oh, so that's still a massive penalty if I'm wrong about this, but I'm assuming that talking about, yeah, take that, the note. This? Where'd you get it? Regina posted on a bulletin board in the cafeteria. Before that, it was in her pocket. I guess I noticed it was there around breakfast time. I always take Akko his breakfast in the morning. You wrote this and then you put it in your pocket. That's right, isn't it? That's right. Well done, Mr. Wright. At least that was more straightforward than I thought it would be, honestly. All things considered. My legs were injured by Leon 6 months ago. My younger brother Bat had a dare with Regina. A dare? An absurd dare. If I could put my head inside of Leon's mouth like you do, you have to go to the movies with me on a date. That's insane. Didn't you know how dangerous that is? We all thought he was being stupid too. But that line was very old to begin with. And each round of it countless experience in doing that very trick. Unfortunately, this particular time, I guess Leon wasn't ready or willing. And that's when the accident happened? Just wanted to take her out to the movies. Poor Bat. When Leon chomped down, I jumped toward him. And then Leon attacked me, and that's how I ended up. What about Bat? Still in a coma. I went to the hospital yesterday to visit him. See. Still waiting for him to open his eyes again. That's the reason why I keep going. Bat and Regina. They were such great friends. Oh, right. I wanted you to take a look at this. What is it? This is a scarf my brother was wearing when Leon attacked him. Ugh, it's covered in blood. Scarf. It was a present from Regina to my brother on the day of the accident. When he did it, looked like he was smiling. He? Leon, obviously. Oh. When he bit down on Bat's head, the expression on Leon's face looked like a grin. Nick? I know, Mo said the same thing. What do you think it all means? I'll be taking that scarf if you don't mind. Miss Von Karma? I've already heard everything, so hand over the scarf. But the scarf is evidence in the trial. As for me to decide, I think we should begin our preparations now, Acro. Preparations? I've served a summons to Acro to appear in court tomorrow as a witness. Acro, we'll talk more at the prosecutor's office. Acro? A witness? Come, Acro. Let's go to the office. Yes, ma'am. Now what do we do, Nick? How are we gonna handle tomorrow? Don't worry about it. I'll figure something out. Well, look at you, all full of confidence. You must have found something you can use. It's all beginning to come together now. To be continued in a few minutes. We could probably at least start the initial part for this part, I hope. Well, yeah, I hope. Hey, I'm gonna get up to stretch. I'll get my other water bottle prepped. So we will take a brief intermission. And we will go from there. I'll play something from my song list, I guess. So be right back in a few. Run some mid rolls, I guess, while I stretch. That. Alright, we'll be back. We will be right back. Okay, I am back. Just want to stretch and get some water on me because there will very likely be more voice acting. Anyway, gonna cut the music. Pre-roll should be just about finished up. Okay. You know, honestly, I should be doing more of these between stuff, so I'll have my voice dry up. But right. Let's resume and at least get a little bit into this courtroom part, I guess. December 30th, 9:41 a.m. District Court, defendant lobby number 5. Morning, Max. Oh, yeah, good morning, sweeties. Don't seem like your usual sparkling self today. I always like this before I get in front of the audience. I'm working up to it. Teehee. Don't get nervous, Maxie. Here, have a glass of milk. Regina? Oh, fabulous. My sweetie pie princess. Came to watch my performance today? Of course I did. Mel told me that I should come and watch this. Mel said that? So, what kind of performance will you put on today? Let me guess, you'll fly at the end? It's not that kind of show. Isn't that right, my sweeties? Nani? I think my sweetie pie princess doesn't... Yeah, she doesn't seem to realize what's going on or even where she is. Well, Max, it looks like it's time to raise the curtain. I'll see you later. Today, I'm just a member of the audience. Fabulous. Enjoy yourself out there. Good luck, Max. You're the best. Regina's different, don't you think, Nick? Top of the morning to ya. Everybody, let's get ready to get stuck in legal limbo. How low can you go? Mo? Top of the morning to ya, Governor. Top of the morning. As to take it, attacking the day starts with energy in the morning. Early bird gets to worm, but then again, worms lack higher brain function. Here, Max, I brought you a present. Have some milk. Oh my, thanks. So, how are you today, Wright? Well, I've had the feeling that today I'm gonna face off against the real culprit. You mean Acro? Nani, you think he did it? Careful. He's used to putting his life on the line, literally. He's got good guts to spare. Well, if all I gotta worry about is how thin the tightrope is, I'm used to it already. It just means that I won't be able to press him like I can't other witnesses. What are you gonna do then, Nick? I guess today we'll just have to do without our usual psychological warfare. Today we rely on evidence. It's the only way we'll get past Aqua onto the truth. You're right, but it's gonna be tough. Anyways, I wanted you to make sure that Regina sees it all today. It's important. Then she'll finally have to deal with the reality of what happened to her father. You want us to make sure that Regina watches? Yes. That's why I brought her to court today. What's that supposed to mean? She needs to know that when people die, they don't just become stars. I may be an old-fashioned clown, but I don't believe in people becoming stars. December 30th, 10 a.m. District Court, Court number 2. Hold this now in session for the trial of Maximilian Galactica. Prosecution's ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well. Miss Von Karma, you may proceed with your case. Prosecution would like to revise its previous theory of events. What's the meaning of this? We have discovered a new witness, or shall I say, a new eyewitness. One that saw Mesme Galactica fly off from the scene of the crime. Order. I had a feeling something like this would come up. Due to this revision, we are now prepared to explain how the defendant flew that night. An explanation the prosecutor will present if the need so arises. In fact, my detective stayed up all night creating a mock-up of the scene on my orders. Or gumshoe. Very well, please call your witness to the stand. Alright, time to get to work, or shall I say, time to walk the courtroom tightrope. Name and occupation. Ken Dingling, but everyone calls me Acro. I'm employed as an acrobat at the very big circus. Where were you the night of the crime? I was in my room that night. If you look at the map, you will see the witness's room is near the crime scene. My room is on the 3rd floor. The crime scene is below my window. The night of the crime, the witness saw something quite shocking. Would you tell us what you witnessed? Okay. What I witnessed. It was just after 10 p.m. and I was resting in my bed. Around that time, I heard a large thump noise from outside the window. Then a few moments later, I saw someone flying right by my window. It was Mask Galactica. I only saw him from behind, but that's who it looked like. To be honest, when I saw that, I thought I was dreaming. This witness's testimony matches up exactly with that of a clown. If that's the case, there's very little prosecution need add. And that's not... All that stuff is to explain how the defendant disappeared into the sky that night. Hold it. Before we get that far, I'd like to cross-examine the witness. Foolish choice by a foolish fool who wishes to feel the fullest sadness of a sad fool. A man must know the proper time for things, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Just like your old friend, Mr. Miles Edgeworth did. ... Mr. Wright, do you have a problem with the witness's testimony? In the words of Miss Von Karma, may I quote yesterday's proceedings? There's no way that actually happened. Very well, you may proceed with your cross-examination. You said that you're resting in bed. One would thus assume that you turned the lights off in your room, correct? That's correct. But there are safety lights around the outside of the lodging house. It's so bright, sometimes it can make it hard to sleep. If that's the case, wouldn't it be a good idea to close some curtains? I never really thought of that. Guess that means I'm ought to buy some curtains. Since I do make myself useful in these chambers. Youch! The witness will proceed with his testimony. Your room's on the 3rd floor, right? Yes. And you said you were resting in bed? That is correct. But you were still able to hear a sound from outside? I was indeed. Resting doesn't seem to get results. But maybe something was contradicting what he just said just now? I can't prove at this point down, I don't think. And so I can find a clear contradiction, I should tread lightly. I mean, I failed to... words. I failed to think of how we could hear that from 2 floors up. Outside the window, yes, but that far away from hearing steps. I'm saying doubts. I just don't know what I need on top of that. Are you sure it was a human being? It could have been a mannequin or perhaps a large action figure. Well, setting aside the possibility of a mannequin, the action figure is plausible. You have no need to mince words with Mr. Phoenix Wright. Testify to the truth and only the truth, just as if we were there with you that night. I believe it was a human. Great, I just strayed for this testimony. Now I still don't know. The light in the room was turned off then, right? And it's true, I was going to bed after all. So with the lights off, you were able to clearly see a human fly by your window? The sanctuary lights lit things enough for me to see. But honestly, there was only enough light for me to see the silhouette outside my window. It was the person's back, so I couldn't see the white roses in the front. Did you see any other symbols? I clearly saw the silk hat as well as the cloak wrapped around his body. I'm convinced the person I saw was Master Galactica. Great, the more I press and the less results I seem to get. I'm gonna... well... I'm going to say... objection, maybe? Right, evidence. Okay, maybe I don't, but maybe? No. Okay, well, I don't have proof just yet. The fact that there's more than me having to say there's a contradiction is a little bit jarring, but when did you start thinking that what you saw wasn't a dream? It's not important. Objection. I believe the prosecution has done a bit of maintenance on the witness's memory. Just an extra. Let's ask the witness. Ouch. Objection. Sustained. Don't sustain that. Echo must be lying about what he saw, right? Of course he is. Now, the challenge will be to expose his lies in court. I'll put the pedal to the metal, Nick. There's still a lot of things that are not making sense. It's just a matter of there's multiple things I have to consider. Just want to check, so I get punished if I just eat evidence that's not right. Just out of curiosity. Okay, I don't get punished, cool. I was thinking I do, but I guess the game wants to be forgiven after yesterday's antics. To be honest, when I saw that, I thought I was streaming. All right, I got that. Okay, I have an idea. Because I remember that the bus, I mean not the bus, the statue was missing and it looks like Max. Okay, I think I got an idea. I hope. Not what I meant. Take. Oh. Okay. Maybe it's not that exactly. Maybe I just have to eat it without the hold. No. I might have an idea, and I guess that's not it. Exactly. Maybe it's this part that connects the statue? Okay, maybe, yeah, it has to be this, right? What the world is this? Oh. Now, I will eventually unravel this mystery of what he actually saw. My mind actually was thinking maybe the statue was important. Just because Silk Cat, yeah, but maybe not. Or maybe not just yet. Okay, well, it's not the hat, obviously. I feel like this statue is important, but I'm not sure if I'm correct in that or not. Okay, what if it's the map? No, it's not the map. Maybe the monkey? Question mark? No. What I can say is this definitely is a puzzle. No, definitely not. There's something I'm overlooking. I mean, what if this is the last part that's wrong? Actually, do I say about the first part? No, definitely not. Something is wrong with this. Like on the bright side, I don't get punished if I eat the wrong evidence. At the same time, I don't really know what I'm trying to eat at that person's face. Light room was turned off. Went after all. Barely enough light for me to see the silhouette outside my window. Thought I had a cloak. Like, this has to be what's wrong with this, right? But it's not the statue. Sure, I didn't think I'd be stuck on the first part of this courtroom thing. Okay, that's what was wrong. Take that. You claim to have seen the exact same thing Bill saw that night. Do you stand by that? What do you mean? The silk hat. What about the silk hat? I saw it on Max's head as he flew by my window. Well, we should have tried looking down out of your window that night. That would have been quite difficult considering the state that I'm in. Just looking outside the window was a tough enough challenge for me. That's a shame because you would have noticed a silk hat found on the scene. Yeah, that's the ringmaster's hat, right? Right, not. No matter how you look at it, this is Max's silk hat. What are you going with this, Mr. Light? Are you saying that Max has two silk hats? No, this is a handmade, one-of-a-kind model made only for Maximilian Galactica. Which means, Acro, that you've been fibbing on the stand. Order. As always, it looks like someone just had to open their mouth before thinking. You okay, Nick? Well, I opened my big mouth and now I have to back it up. Yeah, about that. I'm gonna use the power of Saber Node. About it, Mr. Knight. What would cause this witness to commit perjury in this court today? I mean, the obvious. Perhaps it's because Acro has a grudge against the defendant, which is why he's trying to frame Max. Yep. Why me? What did I do? Get your fat head in the way for whip ban on finding justice. Mr. Phoenix writes, I have no interest in your silly little theories. He has a grudge against the defendant, huh? You wouldn't happen to have proof of that. Well, that's the thing. Alright, thanks to you, I got my head bashed by Spotcomber's whip. Don't like any cannon for nothing, so I'll probably answer with an explanation. Oh. Okay, at least the game's being merciful today. At least for now. Your Honor. On this occasion, the defense accuses Acro himself. On this occasion? Accuses Acro? What are the ruddies accusing him of? Obviously, we accuse him of the murder of Mr. Russell Berry. Is it right? Are you serious? Deadly serious, Your Honor. I think your trips to the circus have served you well. So you now learn how to try and grab at the audience's hearts and minds. Yeah? Your Honor, don't let yourself to be swayed by theatrics. Trying to wow the crowd with smoke and mirrors is the oldest bluff in the book. Really? If you don't believe me, just look at the witness. He's calm enough for it to almost be scary. Staying rather calm and collected as I get pegged by a bird. Mr. Dingling, do you have any response to the defense's accusation? I don't really need to say a thing, do I? What do you mean? Everyone, take a good look at me. I can't even stand up for myself, let alone leave the lodging house. That's true. I understand that Mr. Wright's just trying to help his client. But to do this by accusing me of a murder of all things? See, even a Silva's common sense makes it clear that the accusation is ludicrous. See that, Mr. Phoenix, right? If you're trying to drum support from the peanut gallery, that's how you do it. I think that's enough for this little game. I've got a doctor's note to confirm that Akko is unable to stand under his own power. Maybe the defense is planning on making a claim to counter that as well. I can hear the defense now. Akko has an accomplice. Of course he did. It's impossible for Akko to be the murderer in this case. If that's the case, then it's natural for one to consider possible accomplices. No, you don't say. Good, not good. Is it gonna end well? Don't tell me you think you're going to get off easy. Nani? You must not have heard the sound just now. Maybe it wasn't clear enough. The sound of you falling into your own trap could be hard to notice sometimes. Is it right? It seems as if you won't be stopping at Akko, but making other accusations. If Akko did not have an accomplice, things are not looking good for you. I understand, Your Honor. Very well, let's continue. Who perchance would happen to be Akko's accomplice? It's obviously bad. No, obviously not. This is probably the wrong answer, but the only thing I can legitimately think of. Take that. You don't say? Suddenly looking very, very bad. Nani? Foundation? Yes, it's right. Did you have any proof? Oh, I have proof. Von Karma has my proof. So... I mean, maybe, but I'm probably stretching the truth a little thin. Is it right? Yes, Your Honor. Okay, so I have an idea. I don't have the evidence. I have an inkling of idea. I don't have the evidence at this moment in time to say yes, per se. Okay, of course he doesn't. Now then, this must be when we get to hear the name of the mystery accomplice. Not this time on Karma, that was in a different reality. Nani? You're not gonna sucker me into this one. What are you blabbing about, Mr. Knight? There was no accomplice. Acro planned and committed this murder all by himself. Order. What are you getting at? Gotta keep them on our toes, Nick. Now I have to prove how this all fits together. I have to show how Acro murdered Russellberry. Can he do it, Nick? Can he really do that? I know what I can't do. I can't stop now. If I stop attacking, I'm doomed. Well, in that case, I'm gonna save this reality because I'm probably wrong. Hey DJ, Nexus, Creed, welcome on in. I probably won't be live that much longer as I'm pretty much close to time, but welcome on in. Alright, then let's do it. So Phoenix Wright. If this witness is the killer, then his eyewitness account is all lies, right? If it's a night, I'd like you to clear up something for me. When the crime was committed, exactly where was Mr. Dingling? In the courtyard? There's no way he was anywhere but exactly right here. In the plaza? He was at the scene of the crime itself? You're right though, the murderer would have to have met the victim. Ow. Miss Von Commas, stop it. You will be quiet and refrain from striking people. The witness could not have possibly left the lodging house on its own. And not to mention what Mr. Phoenix Wright just said. There was no accomplice, remember? Yeah, you're right. You think I can maybe get another chance? Wait just 1 minute. Don't forget about my forbidden whip as well. I feel like no matter what, I'm caught in some lie and I'm just gonna have to assume it's room most likely. Acro's room? Pretty simple, huh? Acro wasn't able to leave the lodging house by himself. In that case, there can only be one correct answer. Acro didn't leave his room to kill the ringmaster. Nani, are you nuts? What say you, Mr. Dingling? It's an interesting theory. That's it. Considering that what you propose is impossible, yes, that's it. Mr. Light? Yes, Your Honor. As the witnesses stated, your assertion is impossible. As he is in a wheelchair, there's no way he can go to the scene or be the killer. You've got a point. Seems you've forgotten once again, Mr. Phoenix Wright. The defendant was clearly spotted at the scene of the crime. It's true. Mo said that he saw Max, didn't he? If my last name was saying that I would never have made it to high school. Yeah, there would have been a number of nicknames involved, I'm sure. But Maya, it's still impossible for humans to fly. Do you mind if I ask a question, Mr. Wright? What is it? I understand some of your logic. However, how do you think that I killed him? If I can't leave my room, I obviously couldn't wear Max's costume. I do it. I said next course it is legal buffet. Careful, Mick, if you mess up here. Right, I can't mess up here. I gotta give this some serious thought. I'm sure that Acro killed the remaster. And he did it while he was in his room, no doubt about it. I mean, there's only one thing I could think of, but I'm probably wrong on this fact. Take that. What's that? A picture? It is indeed. The problem is with the item that's shown in the picture. The bust? It's quite a large bust, and because it's life-size, it's also very, very heavy. Heavy enough to guarantee a certain death. Especially if it's dropped from a third-story window. Yeah. See, this is how Acro was able to kill a remaster. One thing you have to worry about me doing is backseating because I need you to experience these things. There's a lot of things I experienced in the last game that had me wonder and gas, especially the bloody parrot. You probably know from the first game, but that was an experience. With the force of gravity and Maximilian Galacticus' ample bust. Yeah, the parrot. I still... There are things I can believe, but cross-examining the parrot is definitely something that will stick with me for a long time. If I ever don't forget that fact. Order. So you're saying the bus fell onto the ringmaster? A rather simple crime. Even if he were stuck in a wheelchair, it'd be incredibly easy to commit. How could you possibly wheel a wheelchair with something so heavy? It's impossible. Objection. Well, Acro is an acrobat. He should have more than enough upper body strength to carry something like the bus. Mr. Dingling, how do you respond to these charges? Well... Atlas had a loss of words. He should be. He knows I'm getting close to the truth. Well, Acro, you can't... Ow! I'd watch what I say if I were you, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Nani? Your Honor, the physical health of the witness is material to this case. I demand that we get a proper testimony from the witness himself. Testimony, you say? Of course, Von Karma. Just using this testimony as a ruse to stall for time. Objection. There's absolutely no need for such testimony. The defense has its version of the murder. The prosecution has a right to respond. The defense's objection is overruled. Why can't he see my things my way once in a while? There's a... Oh, Yeah, I think this is where I'm at to cut it because it's pretty much 1 o'clock my time. I need to wrap up shop. All right, when we come back next time at Phoenix Wright, Justice for All, we continue our cross-examination of Acro and maybe ascertain the truth. Who knows? Because again, Phoenix Wright logic, it baffles me sometimes.